Hey you all guys and gals, this is Dmitry the Russian with another of my newsy reports, and today I'll be reacting to Daria Dugin's tragic death and will tell you a little bit of inter-Russian national relations, a topic which is mostly hidden from the Western eyes, but it is very significant, and there is some major revivalism of Russian traditions going on right now in Russia. Sorry for repeating Russia too many times, so let's go. First off, let me react to the tragic death of Daria Dugina, a daughter of one of Russia's rather relatively prominent public intellectuals in the nationalist mold, Alexander Dugin. The event is horrible. It's a shame. I can say that 95% of the people here believe that there is a Ukrainian hand in this heinous deed. But let me disabuse you, my dear viewers and friends of Russia, as well, of some mythology that sprung up because of this horrific event, especially when you read something like this. Well, this is Mail Online, so you have to you have to understand who you're dealing with. But I think quite a few people are thinking along the same lines, even those who are sympathetic to Russia. Is Kremlin in the circle turning on Vladimir? Fears grow in Moscow that daughter of Putin Rasputin was killed by a Russian car bomb. This is amazingly stupid. I mean, I understand that it's a British newspaper, so, I mean, what can you say? Rachel Bunyan. Yeah, Rachel Bunyan. And here's another headline from Zero Hedge, no less. Daughter of Putin advisor reportedly killed in car explosion. So this is a gentleman we're talking about, a Eurasianist, Russian traditionalist, not just a Russian nationalist. Actually, I should give credit to Alexander Mercouris and Alex Christoforou, who absolutely correctly, but very delicately, very tactfully, said that he's no Putin's advisor and he's not as prominent as the Western media paints him. And it's true, gentlemen and ladies. This guy graduated from the same college that I did. My first degree is in history, and I am a happy graduate of formerly Russia's Institute for History and Archives, #2 school for history in Russia, after Moscow State's Faculty of History. And our college is famous for being a bit fringe, let me tell you. Let me be honest with you. Honest and blunt. And Dugin, first off, like 90% of Russians do not know who he is. His writings are quite difficult. You know, he's a philosopher in the European mold, so it's basically for a layperson, it's impossible to read him. He's very, very difficult. He's no Putin's advisor. I doubt that Putin really knew of his existence even before the tragic death of his daughter. So this whole thing is crap. You know, it's complete crap. It's another example of Westerners, both friendly and unfriendly, mythologizing Russia. You know, because the guy is bearded, he looks kind of weird, and Putin is weird too. He's Russian. Both of them speak incomprehensible language, and, you know, he must be a crypto-fascist or something, or an open fascist, and he's advising Putin in Putin's fascist endeavors and all that is just garbage. It is amazing how stupid Western media are. I know that they are, but they're just like they're achieving new records or new lows every time. So basically, yeah, he's known in Moscow. He's actually a Moscow nationalist bohemian. There are quite a few of them here. But he's definitely not a national figure, like not a household name for sure. So it's just ridiculous. The poor girl. Right now there is this whole investigation going about the woman who allegedly blew up her car, and it's all just ridiculously stupid. It's moronic. This is just so much like our Western neighbors, you know, west of Rostov region. It really is amazing how inept, unprofessional, and dumb this whole thing is. They probably, the Ukrainians, they probably really believe that he was a Putin's advisor too, because they read Western newspapers. You know, they're Western through and through. So yeah, that's just amazing. Let us not mythologize Russia. We walk on 2 feet. We eat with our mouths. We do some other things that other people do. So, do not. This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Where's Robert Conquest and all these wonderful people who knew something of the Soviet Union and Russia before? Now it's all just circus. It's clown world, like Alex Christoforou says. But as promised, I'm going to tell you about some other developments that are completely unnoticed outside of Russia, and even the majority of Russians wouldn't probably be aware of them. But you're looking right now at this stylized historical picture of a traditional Russian banner with the face of Christ, traditional Russian military banner, and you see here gentlemen dressed in, it's a historical picture, in Russian armor. It's probably like 16th century, around the time of John the Terrible. So this is a banner of Russia before Peter the Great reformer, covered in blood, Russian blood, destroyed traditional Russia, the great westernizer, unfortunately the first one in world history. I don't know whether you're aware or not, but Russia was the first country to be westernized. So why am I showing you this? Well, I'll tell you why. But take a look at this, my dear viewers, because this is really significant. You can see Russian tanks in the east of Ukraine. This was filmed in about April, I think. And you see exact same banners there with Christ, which is, that's very interesting. Let me tell you this. That's very interesting because this is we're witnessing the birth of like real Russian tradition in the pre-Petrine mode, which is, I'd say historical for sure. And take a look at this. This here is historical as well, because you're witnessing a crowd of Chechens, as you can see by the flag on the left, the Chechen flag with a portrait, current Chechen's president's father, Ahmad, and Russian Cossacks hanging out together. I believe it is Mariupol, probably. The thing here to watch is that they're yelling out a Chechen shout-out, should I call it that, Ahmad Sila, which means Ahmad is power, Ahmad is strength. And at the same time, they're selling that Cossacks are strength, because the crowd consists of Cossacks, like true, real Cossacks, and Chechens. And Cossacks and Chechens have always been the greatest of enemies. So here they're all together, even though you probably noticed that they're shouting out Ahmad Sila with more enthusiasm than Kazaki Sila, but still, this is very, very, very significant, because the battle lines in Ukraine are healing ancient Russian rivalries, because these are always been bitterest of rivals. And now they're fighting together and shouting out together. That is something to watch. That's very important. I'm touching here on a very, very extensive topic, national relations inside of Russia. And you can talk about it for hours, but some other things that really struck me are Uzbeks, which are citizens of Uzbekistan, biggest country in Central Asia, are gathering together in volunteer battalions to fight in Ukraine for Russia. And there is one such battalion being prepared in the Russian city of Perm, which is in the northeast of Russia, not too far from Western Siberia. So they're getting the thing together. They're calling it Amir Timur Battalion. They're quite keen fighters, and they're probably getting paid. I'd imagine they are, but still, they're going to fight for Russia, and that is significant. In other national news, more than 20,000 Jews have left Russia since the beginning of the special military operation, as the war in Ukraine is called euphemistically. There are about 150,000 of them left in Russia. I would say that a large portion of them, if not the majority, would be against the war in Ukraine. Organization which repatriated Jews from Russia, Sakhnut, was actually banned recently in Russia as well, or rather in the process of being banned. And there is a major campaign for Russification of foreign company names, company titles. Wildberries, which is the #1 Russian marketplace, is now turning into Yagodki, which is small berries in Russian. And Aviasales, which is, they're selling airplane tickets, is turning into Biletiki, which means small tickets. And this is a funny one. Kazan Express is turning into Tatары везут, which means Tatars are carrying. This sounds kind of funny. This is a huge thing as well. That really is a tendency to watch. So let us discuss this in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Subscribe, like. Thank you very much. This was Dmitry the Russian.